I really went on a tear when I first got divorced. You missed it. I was on sale. I'm not trying to trap a man anymore. I've been married for 10 years, so I had that like just got out of prison energy, you know? A divorced mom just wants to get.
Ask a random person whether modern dating is broken, there's a high chance they'll agree. Google dating app fatigue and you'll find an abundance of articles, blog posts, and videos addressing this phenomenon. It's interesting to see the different reasons why, but one thing is clear, modern dating is exhausting, especially for men. Ali Wong isn't just a comedian. Her story is a case study on what's broken about modern dating today, especially for men. From dating apps to divorce, her experiences show exactly why so many men are tired. In her Netflix special, Single Lady, she lays it all out, revealing exactly what's wrong with today's dating scene. She takes us through her post-divorce journey after splitting from her husband in 2022, an event that came soon after her previous show, Don Wong, where she already hinted at why 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women and why she left her ex-husband. Of course, it's comedy, and the best comedy is grounded in truth. We're gonna break down this special through a red pill lens to get into the real issues here.
A very interesting past 2 years. I got divorced in 2022.
Right off the bat, we experience what's broken. The crowd is cheering for her divorce. What a messed up world we live in when people cheer for breaking up a family.
It's almost like society has been programmed to cheer for things that should not be. It used to be, you know, kind of a fun little rebellious thing when you were a teenager to cheer for people like Michael Corleone on The Godfather, the Goodfellas, right? Scarface, the bad guy. I want him to win. The Joker in a lot of different instances. Oh man, maybe I don't want him to beat Batman because Batman has an edge and he's got a little dark side to him. Those sorts of things. But you cheer about that type of stuff in fantasy. Not in real life. I don't know why they're cheering about that. Especially since the guy wasn't toxic.
Especially if you understand her reasons behind it. Even Ali Wong was surprised by the crowd's reaction.
And I didn't expect the news of my divorce to be so widespread and public.
Ali Wong is a hypocrite because, like I said earlier, in her Don Wong Netflix special, she openly talked about wanting to divorce her ex-husband. She basically set the stage for it, creating anticipation. And now it's reality. The crazy part? She went public herself.
And I felt really embarrassed and ashamed.
Shame and embarrassment used to be major reasons people stayed together, but now it's no longer a problem in modern society to break vows and divorce the father of your 2 daughters. This shows how far we've come. The crowd cheering for divorce is a clear sign that society no longer values commitment. What used to be a source of shame has now become a cause for celebration.
But I didn't realize that all of these media outlets were acting like a bad signal. And I've never been pursued.
Here we go. Here we go. This is I'm assuming all publicity is good publicity.
This much in my life. And now there's all these men after my divorced mom energy. A divorced mom just wants to get.
This is exactly why she got divorced, because she wanted to ride that hot dog carousel and replace her husband with a higher status man. 3/4 of this stand-up is about the men she had sex with.
So he flew to LA and I f***ed the shit out of him. It was so good that I decided to fly to Chicago 2 weeks later to f*** him again. Okay, I'm gonna f*** you like 6 more times. In the past 2 years, I f***ed a lot of dudes named Blake.
I mean, this is not even funny. Like, what is this? Why do you even need to do this? I'm trying to think of a comedian. I just can't think of one in recent memory that would do this.
It seems like the strength of female comedians today is to focus on their adventures in the bedroom. But let's
Exactly. I knew I wasn't alone.
focus on what triggers this promiscuous behavior. Like Wong said herself, I've never been pursued this much in my life. This is a big factor in why modern dating is broken. The
Trying to make it for lost time.
average woman today is getting pursued or at least given attention more than ever in the history of mankind. What do you think that does to the psyche of the average woman? Ali Wong is an average looking woman getting above average attention from men. Of course, she wants to get digged down. However, this doesn't come without consequences.
I'm not trying to trap a man anymore. I really went on a tear when I first got divorced. You missed it. And my standards were strategically low.
She was married for 10 years. Like I've said many times on this channel, you do not build equity with women. It doesn't matter what you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even last month. It's all about what you've done for her lately. And lately, times have changed. Like Ali Wong said, she's not trying to trap a man anymore. Her husband has become superfluous, no longer necessary to provide her primary needs.
Okay.
Because those needs are covered elsewhere, it's easier for her to step out of the marriage. And it doesn't matter that her ex-husband is the father of their 2 kids. No equity. This trend is global. The moment society allows women to survive without directly depending on their husbands, divorce percentages skyrocket, proving that women as a group are not loyal. Now, to add insult to injury, Ali Wong says she was on sale after.
That's a really good point that he made about you not needing your husband, because I think it speaks to, really honestly and truly, not all women, but there are some modern women out there that start making bad decisions because they just want to have fun. They just want to be in their feelings. And it's very hard for modern women to look at things from a realistic perspective. It's very hard for modern women to hold themselves accountable, to live in reality. They'd rather live in delusion. Oh, well, I can just get somebody to do my yard. Yeah, but you're going to need this as well. Or I can just get somebody to fix my tire. And all of these things they try to outsource until they can't outsource anymore. And they have to come to grips with actually needing a man. This is the world that has been created for them. This is the society, the environment that has been created for them, to where they have this, and good for them, good for us in creating that environment. But they have this false sense of security, which gives them a false sense of self. And I can do anything. Look at me. I really put this deal together. Look at me taking care of a house. Actually, if you were a man, then you would have to mow the lawn and you have to do, well, I can do that. Yeah, I get it. Maybe there are a few women out there, a low percentage of women that can actually do all the things that men actually do on a regular basis. Maybe not all the things, but a lot of them. But the vast majority of women are not doing that, and they don't want to do it. But in the world that we've created, they don't have to, and they can talk trash about them not having to do it. And it makes them think that they're actually doing more than what they really are.
To her divorce, and her standards were strategically low. We recently did a video of a woman emphasizing this exact point. Check this out.
And to all the girls, as a woman, I see a lot of women out there where they're trying to sell themselves, their bodies, as if that's the only word that they have. And for them, it means like it's nothing, and can be with any men they want, can be with any boy they want, and sort of like, I don't know, just like it feels like women nowadays think they're like cheap items on sale. That's it.
So if women are selling themselves cheaply, purely for pleasure, without long-term commitment, men are left asking, what's the value of commitment?
I just also wonder, when she said my values were strategically low, my standards were strategically low, you didn't really have to do that. I mean, as a celebrity, you've got a show on Netflix. I thought it was a really good show. You didn't have to drop your standards like that to take anyone, unless, to me, it feels like you were trying to fill a void. Maybe not because you were so sad, but, oh man, I've been missing this, I've been missing that. which I would assume is a problem if you're in a relationship thinking, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to go here. I can't wait to be with this person. I got married young and I missed out and did that. And this is what the mindset of society, especially in places like Hollywood, does to you, is it makes you think that you're missing out on something that you're actually not. I hope that she doesn't get down the road and be like, man, I really shouldn't have. I made a mistake. I wish I would have done this. Even though she's with Bill Hader, funny guy, SNL former member or cast member, I hope she doesn't get down the road. Marry him. It's like, oh man, he does all the things that my ex never did, and do all that other stuff, only to come to realize that men pattern themselves basically with a lot of commonalities. And oh, by the way, there's some things that you should have been doing, and it wasn't really actually the man's fault. You try to put it on him, but it's actually you that needs the work.
Traditionally, sex tied to commitment, which in turn was tied to building something lasting. Family, security, companionship. But if women give it up casually, as Wong portrays, men feel less obligated to offer loyalty or resources to women seeking commitment. Why commit when there are plenty of women like Ali Wong willing to offer sex without strings? Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? And to take it a step further, why commit if she can divorce you on any given Sunday? This is another major reason why modern dating is broken.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta pay for the first date. I do have some standards when it comes
You
to
just said you were on sale. I'm not paying for anything. You're not of any value to anybody. Not with the way your attitude is.
getting down. I know that sounds crazy because I'm a millionaire.
Women know this sounds crazy, and this is exactly why men are tired of modern dating. These so-called strong and independent women have no interest in taking on the responsibilities men have been shouldering forever. Paying for the first date and for dates in general is a key test for women to see if a man is generous and willing to spend his resources on her.
I really can't believe she just said that. She just said my standards were low. I'm getting knocked down by this dude over and over again. Not only am I getting knocked down by a dude in my neighborhood, I'm flying to different states to do it. But yet here I am in the next breath saying you need to pay on the first date. Are you insane? Are you psychotic? Absolutely not. That's gross, dude. That's gross.
It's just female nature in action, and it doesn't change even if she's a millionaire. But here's the kicker. It's not just about paying for the date. The man is still expected to ask her out, plan something interesting, and make the whole experience engaging. He's still expected to woo her. Yet, when men ask for financial independence from women or expect women to contribute equally, they're often seen as cheap or unmanly. Men who are financially secure but choose not to spoil women with gifts or lavish spending are shamed, while Wong is celebrated for her independence, even though she still expects men to foot the bill. This blatant double standard is why modern dating is broken. Now let's get into another key factor. Simp Jutsu masters. In this next segment, she's going to explain the impact of black belts and Simp Jutsu ruining modern dating. We're gonna let her talk.
Man had sent me a bouquet of flowers that was this big. He sent a flower arrangement the size of me. He sent me 6 giant flower arrangements. And then I told all my male friends and they were like, that dude sounds like a psychopath. That's how cheap and lazy men have become. Any romantic gesture, it must be a symptom of an undiagnosed mental illness.
No, it's a symptom of Simp Jutsu. And by the way, the man who she's talking about here is her current boyfriend, Bill Hader. Simp Jutsu masters are a big reason why women file the most divorces. Check this out.
Bill Hader confirms rekindled romance with comedian Ali Wong.
I don't get it, man. I just don't. There's no way, man. There's no way that you can sit up here on Netflix. This is April 2023. This is last year when he was like, man, I really, really want to be with this woman. And then she goes on Netflix. I think the special is this year in 2024, right? She goes on there and this is insane to me. There's no way There's no way. And modern women talk about men reading the room. And here you are talking about how you was getting smashed, cheeks clapped by somebody in LA. I hope she's talking about Bill. I hope she's talking about Bill. There's no way that you would say that. I don't get it. I'm insecure. I'm gonna tell you that right off the bat. You gonna have to tell me I'm insecure, man.
Last December, sources previously told Page Six that the couple were an item at least 2 months ago but had already called it quits.
Last December, as in December 2022. This article is from April 2023. This guy was already in the holster. Ali Wong was monkey branching. Watch our video about women having rosters and you will get valuable insight into how these women keep in touch with men even though they are already in a relationship. The simjutsu keeps providing all that free attention for a woman who doesn't even deserve it. A woman who was already married. What do you think this is doing to her psyche? She will think that she deserves better and can do better because the simjutsus are always there giving her that free attention to prop up her ego. So there will always be black belts in simjutsu looking to wife up these LQWs, low quality women, and bring down the quality of the dating market. It's hard to find a quality woman for a man with standards.
Many wasted hours of my life having to sit next to these Insta hosts. And no woman who looks like that has ever looked at him. And these Insta, they're smart. So to look out for their future, they sink their teeth into my friend's bald head. It's a potential to go far with his podcast and not sign a prenup.
This is a prime example of how women not only compete with each other, but also struggle when they get a taste of their own medicine. When Ali Wong trapped her successful ex-husband, it was celebrated. But now that Insta are doing the same thing to her less attractive friends, it's suddenly unbearable. This is the cold truth, guys. Women have a plan. They often have an exit strategy, which is why they throw tantrums when asked to sign a prenup, because you're disrupting that plan. This is also why we're labeled misogynists for educating men about female nature and urging them to protect themselves. It's uncomfortable for women when men wake up to these truths. And with more men becoming aware, it contributes to the brokenness of modern dating because men understand these women don't truly love them. They're operating from self-interest.
I have to say, it's very nice to feel so loved and adored after being ignored by men. I've received flowers.
Why would you want the attention of men when you're in a relationship? You were married. Do you hear yourself talking right now?
Bags, jewelry. How can you accept that? I'm like, oh, it's easy. I just accept it, you know? I don't see how refusing 24 karat gold is the more empowering option. Thank you so much. And then you just take the necklace and then you walk away. Or you suck their d. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
This perfectly highlights how women take advantage of men's generosity, further contributing to the destruction of modern dating. The foodie call, where women use men for free meals, is a prime example of this exploitation. It's interesting how women now react with outrage when men are no longer chivalrous, even though they're the ones who killed it. Check this out.
Like, bring back masculinity. Bring it back. Where is she? I miss her. Bring back chivalry. Bring back...
Where is she? Stupid. Masculinity is a man's type of thing. What are you talking about right now? Once again, the aesthetic is there. They got the dress. I don't know why she got her chest out like this. Just acting stupid is all I can think about. Rings, nails, makeup, hair done, and even the whatever she's got on is crazy. Both of them. I hope she sits over there and just listens. I would hate for you to say something dumb because your friend is actually talking stupid right now.
back gentleman-like. And I know people are going to be like, well, that was feminism.
Is this like a new thing where nobody wants to go to dinner anymore? Like nobody wants to do dinner dates?
Not with you.
Nobody wants to go on dinner dates anymore. I love dinner dates.
I always thought that was craziness. Like I always thought that it was just people talking. But here I am now sitting and it's like my real reality. I was like, this happens? A man could ask you on a date and then split the bill and think that that's okay?
So, Ali Wong's story is a warning sign for men. If we keep letting this dynamic play out, where women get to have it all without giving anything back, men will continue to be exhausted.
I really don't care. Honestly and truly, I don't mind giving a woman everything, to be honest with you. It's just not this. I am disappointed. I really am disappointed. I just don't get it. Because I believe there are women out there that they'll do for you just like you would do for them. And so the energy and the everything is being reciprocated, right? And it's not you and your soft guy era. You want to be treated like a princess? You feminine now? None of that stupid stuff. You catering to your woman and she's catering to you. That's how it's supposed to be. You're building each other up. But I just don't see how coming on Netflix, out of all places, and talking about being knocked down by somebody else, and not only, oh man, just happened, it's just one night stand, flying to another place to have that happen to you. And the dude that you're with today, it's not like it was out of nowhere. You were trying to hook up with him in 2022 when you got a divorce from your husband. But let's say, I really didn't realize that I really liked him until 2023. Okay, even still, back to my original point, you went on Netflix. I'm hoping she filmed this and then it went to production and then it got released late. So it was really done in, how those shows are, they're really done like a year before or 2 years prior, but you're now getting to see it later. I really hope that's the case, because if it's not, where are the women that are emotionally intelligent, socially intelligent? I say again, she looks nice in terms of the aesthetic, even if you don't think that she's attractive. Earrings, hair done, all of that. But we continue to see modern women will waste their time, energy on saying stupid stuff, being involved in stupid things, and completely annihilating the self-esteem that their man was going to have if he had any left from what they destroyed previously. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.